Once upon a time in the heart of the savannah, in the prosperous village of Kundalani, Chief Jabari was known for his wealth, power, and, most infamously, his insatiable greed. He taxed the people heavily, hoarded food during droughts, and took the most beautiful maidens as his wives, leaving young men with few to marry. One day, a mysterious old woman arrived in the village with her granddaughter, Nia, a stunningly beautiful yet humble girl. Whispers spread quickly. She was unlike any woman in Kundalani. Chief Jabari, upon seeing her, declared, "She must be my wife," without even asking her name. The old woman, however, gave a chilling response. "Be careful what you take, Jabari. Some treasures come with a curse." Unmoved, the chief laughed. He offered 10 cows, 50 bags of gold, and land to any man who could convince Nia to marry him. But Nia refused. "I do not love him," she said. "A man without kindness is not worthy of my heart." Determined, Chief Jabari forced a marriage upon Naya, believing she would eventually submit to his power. But on their wedding night, as he reached to place his hand on hers, something terrifying happened. Naya vanished into thin air. A shriek echoed through the palace, and suddenly the air grew thick with fog. When the mist cleared, the chief found himself standing in an empty hut. His palace had disappeared. His fine clothes had turned to rags, his gold to dust, and his powerful voice to silence. Terrified, he ran into the village, but the people gasped in horror. Jabari had turned into a beggar. His greed had cursed him. The old woman reappeared, her eyes glowing like embers. "You took without love, ruled without kindness, and hoarded without mercy. Now you will walk as one of the people you oppressed until you learn to give." Nia, it turned out, was no ordinary girl. She was a spirit sent to test the heart of a leader. Jabari had failed. For years, Chief Jabari roamed the village as a poor man, learning humility, sharing food, and listening to those he once ignored. Slowly, his heart changed. One day he gave his last meal to a starving orphan, and at that moment, the old woman returned. "You have finally learned," she said. With a wave of her hand, his palace reappeared, his wealth was restored, but this time he ruled with wisdom. From that day forward, Kundalani became a land of fairness, kindness, and generosity, where no one went hungry and no one was forced into marriage. Power, wealth, and status mean nothing without kindness. True leadership comes from serving others, not taking from them. In today's society, greed and selfishness can destroy lives, but compassion and fairness create lasting legacies. So ask yourself, are you a ruler like the old Chief Jabari or the wise one who become? Don't forget to subscribe, like, and share for more stories from nature's kingdom.